Becky, would you do roll, please?
I sure will. Keen Hudson,
Present.
Mike Copine,
Present.
Chris Norberg,
Here.
Mike Pearson,
Here.
Katie White.
You saw Mike's on? Okay. Okay, doesn't look like we have any public here. Are there any changes from last month's meeting minutes at all, corrections, additions? If not, they'll stand approved as submitted. I don't see Terry here. Amy, we'll put you on the spot.
That's fantastic.
No, that breaks my heart. All right, thank you. Kevin's not here. Jeremy, do you want to do anything on the no burn ordinance or just?
Yeah, so I apologize. We were going to have that on the agenda, but I previously thought I was not going to be here today, so we removed it. But we could get it back on the agenda next month. I do have a draft prepared. I'm going to print that out, share that with you guys here, so you could at least take that back with you and prepare any comment for next month, and we could go from there.
I've had a couple of questions come in from down south of Route 30.
Mm-hmm.
And there was questions as to, or not really questions, statements that, well, we can't control, like crop ground or anything like that they burn off on a scheduled basis or whatever. And I stopped the individual at that point and said, we're not looking to control what you're burning. We're looking to get some type of an organization within the controlled burns so that if they turn to uncontrolled burns or whatever, that we can take action on repeat offenders that don't comply with whatever we have set up. So
Right.
I think I got that quelled for the time being.
Right.
So,
And again, there was some drafts of a burn ordinance that was prepared years ago that I received from Kevin Lally office. So I used that as kind of the foundation and built from there. But again, at the end of the day, we're just trying to make sure that I do believe if this is something that moves forward, this is something that we're just trying to remove some of the serious activities that have had negative impacts through uncontrolled burns, which essentially happened, or what started as a control and it became uncontrolled. And that's really due to a lot of these burns happening during, red flag warnings that were already in existence when they're not supposed to be burning anyway. So. Yeah.
okay. Anybody have any questions on that at all? Okay, thanks, Jeremy. Okay, Kathy's not here. Stacy's busy and not here. Sheriff, you're up.
I don't have anything other than my monthly report.
We're gonna make the record. Mr. Boonstra.
Just briefly, we got back from the National Association of Drug Courts Conference about a week or two ago. It was a really good time for probation, the judges, myself, public defender's office, a couple of the assistant state's attorneys went too. It was good for us to get down there to be able to kind of recertify or solidify what we have already picked up before for drug courts and specialty courts, but also pick up a couple new tools and kind of figure out where we're going to go with those two specialty courts that we have here in Lee County. So just want to give you an update on that. We were down there for about 4 days. It's, like I said, it's nationwide, so there's all sorts of jurisdictions there, and you can pick up good ideas from what's working in people's jurisdictions outside of Illinois or even inside Illinois. So other than that, all I have is collections info, if you'd like me to give it now.
Anybody have any questions for Charlie? Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
On the quarterly update on collection of fines or anything new on that?
Yeah, I can give you what we have as of May 31st. The total amount received for that was $11,649.78. And I do think I gave last month, didn't I, Becky? Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
No, sir.
Okay, thanks, Charlie.
Thanks.
Jeremy, abandoned property?
Yeah, abandoned properties met, and we had Joe Bay come in as, within his first meeting as the building official as well. The group of, between the building and zoning office and Charlie's office, as well as the health department, is working on a notice of nuisance form, essentially, that we're trying to compile between the multiple offices for efficiency purposes, essentially, that states nuisance code violations that will be issued to property owners if there is a nuisance code violation found between either the building zoning office, as well as the health department. So they're working on that right now. That's going to continue to assist the offices as they work together to try to combat, our nuisance property issues that we have throughout the county. So they're working on that. We did get some updates. We are moving forward on a couple other projects that we've had outstanding. One specifically, we're trying to find a pathway for some of, again, our larger properties that are out there, some of the larger commercial properties that are abandoned throughout the county. We've been working pretty heavily on trying to attack those and figure out how we're going to continue to resolve some of those issues. When I'm able to give some more information on that publicly on one of the properties we're working on now, I will. Lee Center School, though, continues to be moving forward. The development group that we've been working with for the better part of a year and a half did reconvene after having their engineer and architectural firms walk through that. They are still excited to move forward. I think they may scale back the project just a tad for now. They were looking originally around 20 units to put in there. They are looking at 10 to 12 with indoor parking due to just some of the structural issues with that and what it would take to actually put in. Just financially, it would have been too much to put in 20 at the moment. That being said, once they move forward with that, they are working on some draft designs for us, and then we're going to hopefully have a presentation that's going to come to committee and the board about that process before we actually move forward with that. So we're excited about just the movement and the progress there.
Okay. Any questions for Jeremy? Okay, thanks, Jeremy. Appreciate it. I'm going to back up a step. EMA, Mr. Lally, is there anything you'd like to highlight on that?
No, I just want to apologize for being late. I had to take a trailer out to get welded and it was free. So I had to make sure I was on time and get that done. So, but otherwise it was free. Yes, no, well, it'll be a cost to me, but that's okay. So, any questions about my report?
Any questions for Kevin? Okay, thanks, Kevin.
Yep.
This is Kevin's last committee meeting. Do you want to say anything, Kev, about your 19 years of phenomenal experience here?
No, this will be my last meeting. So if you have any of those questions, there's about 15 days left. We can discuss anything you'd like to discuss. Feel free to call me. Get anything out of the way we need to get tidied up, but that's what I'm trying to do right now, is tighten up projects that were sitting out there. So,
Well, we appreciate you and your continued dedicated service and emergency management throughout the county. You've been fantastic and going to be sorely missed.
Congratulations on your choice. You've earned it more than once. Okay, it looks like I don't have anything under unfinished business. There's nothing for new business. Charlie, anything for executive session? Nothing for executive session. Do I have a motion for adjournment?
I move.
So moved by Keen, second by Chris. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Thanks, everybody.